Hello, everyone. A lot of guests today, so we're going to try and rapid fire the intros and then jump into the first sprint. So take it away.
Hi, my name's Auburn Morrow. I go by they, them. I'm a debut author with Wattpad Publishing, and my book, The Trial Period, is going to come out in winter 2025.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chandra Arthur. I am half of Flash Fiction Live with 1,000 Words to Get Started coming out this summer, and write science fiction, historical fiction, and fantasy.
I'm Crystal. My channel is Crystal's Cluster, where I make a cluster of content ranging from writing and gaming with everything else in the middle, whatever I decide to do. And I'm also a paranormal fantasy writer who is yet to do the actual things.
I'm Laura Nettles. I write a lot of horror. I have a collection out called Tiny Shivers. I will be querying my middle grade horror this year again, so that's going to be great. And I also write contemporary romance under a pen name.
If I was open to queries, I'd ask you to submit, but I can't take on any more. I'd die.
Please don't die. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. I'm Portia. I'm a poet. I'm the author of Low Bridge High Water, and I write the words.
All right, and my name is Veronica King. I am the author of Down the Well, which you can buy now. You probably hear my gremlins in the background. I'm also a mother.
Later, I'll grab a copy with the dust jacket on. It's just currently on the other side of my apartment. I was unprepared.
Yeah, I like it. I like the under the dust jacket. I think it's real pretty. Not that the cover isn't pretty, but I'm just like, ooh, hardcover pretty.
Yeah. I mean, it is fun to like figure out what goes underneath each dust jacket. So I totally understand. Regina's here. Kay is here. Hello. First forest room. Okay. I have to get the business phone because otherwise I won't be able to do anything. Be right back.
I'm excited. This is like the biggest panel I've ever been on. Usually it's just like either me and Zara or me and like two other people.
Right? This is 100%.
I haven't done this in ages, and I'm really excited to like actually get stuff done today instead of getting distracted. So
yes. Same.
Same.
Okay. First pick was dog.
What are we working on today?
Quick rapid fire around the same order.
I am on my third book for a series for Wattpad, and I have done all like the beats for like, I have like 3 different beats, like a list of the clues because it's like a mystery in the series. And so now I'm just combining them all into one document. That's the goal.
Beautiful.
I'm outlining my fantasy project, or re-outlining my fantasy project, and doing cleaning sprints.
I'm trying to finish my friend Mars's book. I'm so close. It's gonna happen today. I've decided.
Yay.
I'm on chapter 6 of an erotic romance.
Oh no! Say which one. Say which one, Laura. It's like
Scammer of Hearts.
I'm sorry, what? I heard of hearts. I didn't hear the first word.
Scammer of Hearts. It's a scammer and a scam baiter.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, so that's why people were talking about that industry. Okay, I was like, why are people talking about scam baiters? Very confused. Portia?
I think
I'm just taking notes.
Oh, breaking up a bit.
Oh. 3.
You broke up, Portia. We couldn't hear you.
You said you were taking notes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking notes. I'm taking a tarot and West African cosmology class. So I'm taking notes.
I was like, cosmetology. That is.
No,
I mean, you can still take notes on that, but it didn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that
cool.
sounds so interesting, Portia. Portia is always doing the most interesting things, I swear. I'm going to be working on Inimitable Lenormand words today because the art is finished. So, yes, we're excited.
I'm also working on that, but I really should be working on finishing up like the last edit before arcs go out for Until the Last Page, because a great author asked to blurb it but needs it by Thursday in a
then do
print
that.
format. And so I'm going to have to finish it today, get it printed either today or tomorrow, and then like spend extra money to get it to them on time. So,
You're doing
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. We'll see. In the meantime, if you haven't joined the cover reveal that is happening on February 20th, please do. The website currently says that the type forms are broken. I finally figured out with them a way to resolve that. There was some back and forth because they messed something up, and then I was like, can we go back to what it was or no? And so we're good. However, the time it would take me to update all the website pages to remove that is more time than I have because I need to do Until the Last Page. So therefore, you can still email to register for the cover reveal and also to register your pre-orders. Tomorrow or something, I will update the website and then make a post on social media so people can do everything faster. But it's just not a priority today. Okay, I typed the code and then didn't put it up. Good job. This is what happens when my brain is everywhere. So 6, GPT, Boo AI, Foxtrot, 3, TSG, or as it is in my brain, The Storm Gathers, which is an inimitable title, which is out now that you can buy. Boo AI for writing stuff. But like great for research, except the last time I tried to use it, it thought 2020 was the most recent, or 2021 was the most recent year. So when I was like, what are comp books for something? It was for 2023, it was like,
Have you heard about
here
the
is for
lawyer?
here are books that came out in 2021. And I'm like, okay, so what are books that came out in 2022? And it was like, couldn't answer. And I was like, this is no longer helpful to me in any capacity.
There was a lawyer who used ChatGPT to make their argument, and it made up cases to use.
Yeah. I believe they were sanctioned by the Supreme Court of their state, and it's been a jolly good time for them. Not.
Gosh.
The sarcasm came through, but thanks for the clarification. Okay. People in the room, because I got, good, because I got stuff to do. We're not doing 25 minutes. We will not do 5 25-minute sprints. I don't want to keep my co-host here that long, unless you're all up for it, but I'm assuming not.
Not today.
Yep. People have to leave early. That's also okay. Let's do 18 minutes. Is that okay? I don't think 15 minutes is enough for me to get anything done.
Mhm.
It says 18:04. We're gonna run with it. In
Perfect.
3. Oh nope. Okay. So the thing will end faster because it only does it in increments of 5. So if you want to, I guess, dick around on your phone for the last 3 minutes, you can. But you should all be on focus mode off, deep focus mode off anyway, so you don't accidentally kill the tree for everyone. So know the drill. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. How did everyone do?
I did good. I'm like, it's weaving in nicely. It's a lot of just copy and pasting and then like putting little nuggets in between. It's going well. I'm positive.
Woo.
That was very productive for me. I got a bunch of kitchen stuff done, laundry stuff done, got my notebook out, and so yeah, I think I'll probably be ready to do a little bit more cleaning and then be able to sit down and focus in the next sprint.
Good, good, good.
I did a few more chapters. I read a few more chapters of the book. They have a lot of short chapters, so it's like I am devouring this thing, and it's getting to the crazy, and I love it. And I'm going to be over here texting them all the time about how much I love their book.
Love
Nice.
that.
I incorporated some feedback and am on chapter 6. I wrote some more chapter 6.
Sounds lovely. I feel like me and Portia need to be switched.
You're correct. I messed up.
I had to return a phone call, which ate up a lot of my time, but it's okay because at least now I can start and not be interrupted later. So that, and then I fought with my computer to restart. I brought my old laptop. I'm at my parents' house, and I was like, it's so much lighter. I was like, why don't I just bring this one? And now I remember why. Like, it's so slow. So, but we do what we can do. Yeah.
Make it work.
Yeah.
So not only am I crashing this party, and I'm technically not supposed to be here, I also didn't do any work things. I answered some messages, and then I found a song, so I was like vibing and singing along to it, and then I have a toffee now, so I'm like, okay, no work's getting done because I have a toffee on my lap, but the next sprint, that'll be the one.
To be clear, Toffee's the name of a cat. It's not that Kelly has a piece of candy and therefore it somehow makes her unable to work.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not kidding. I thought that's what it was. I thought you like.
Well, I knew Toffee was like out of frame, so I was like, clarify.
Are a lot of your cats named after food?
They all are.
No,
Or
Nymph.
Nymph. But Nymph is like the exception. I feel like the new ones are.
No,
all.
Bear and Mouse. Toffee's the
Remember
only.
those?
Yeah,
There's
well,
toffee and there's cheese.
yeah,
Yeah,
toffee and
cheese. I know those.
Cheese.
I don't think I knew the names Bear and Mouse when I
Well,
visited.
Mouse is Toffee's mom. Bear was Toffee's brother, but he's been missing for a while, and I'm afraid that he has met the same demise as Licorice, his sister. But it's all right. It's all right. Cheese, I wouldn't categorize as a cat. That's an Eldritch
You said
terror.
Eldritch Horror. Yeah.
Yeah,
Eldritch Terror. My bad. Wrong word.
it's all right. How'd you do?
I sent some messages and then also did some editing until the last page. So I got to where I should be. In the project I should be working on. I didn't let other to-do list items distract me too much from doing what needs to be done today.
I am feeling snackish, honestly. I've been like pecking at stuff all day, and maybe the next sprint I'll like get something with sustenance in it. So like maybe I'll have like leftovers because last night we had deer steaks. Very good.
You always
Actually,
need a sustenance sprint.
Probably eat something today.
Probably.
Yeah, eating.
I've been hydrating though, so like not a complete zero. You failed on all fronts like I normally do.
I have had an English muffin with melted cheddar and ham on it today.
Yeah, I waited till the end of my morning stream to eat. It was the worst mistake of my life, and I inhaled 2 PB&Js.
Oh, that sounds good too.
You're a sprint machine today.
Mm-hmm.
She's been up since 3 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Ew.
Oh my
No.
God.
No.
Like on purpose or on accident?
I had a really, really, really good chaotic somebody possibly sent help ID at 3 o'clock in the morning and proceeded to plan it until 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm still considering it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
But you're saying you planned it for an hour. Did you then go back to sleep?
Nope, because hubby had to go to work and he is super loud when he goes to work. And then since he's gone, that means Azzy wants to play. So I am fueled by caffeine and spite.
Well, that's how you normally are fueled. That's not new.
I'm on my second caffeinated beverage of the day. Usually I only have one.
That is
Good for
different. That
you.
is surprising.
We're drinking the real Mountain Dew. I usually don't. This is a break glass in case of emergency.
Ugh. I did that today too. I had to double my ADHD medicine today because I was like, I need to get stuff done. And it's working, but I normally don't take the 2 doses at once. And when I did, I immediately got a headache and I was like, no. It's gone away since, but yeah. Okay. Forest Room is up. I'm assuming I didn't make a typo. I think we should try and get into the next sprint soon because I have made the executive decision to add a 6th sprint, one for each guest on screen. They will all be 18 minutes. In total, we will have 72 minutes to shoot the breeze. I'm not counting how much time we've chatted in between sprints, but my best method of keeping things on schedule is to be like, okay, chatting, kind of a break. Let's move.
Mood.
More organized than I could ever be.
Oh, 100%. This is not how my life exists. My stream's chaos.
I like being led around. I'm a follower. I'm not a leader.
There are no typos.
What?
No, my forest room's just not working. I got a new phone and now I can't get into it.
Aw, Burn.
How dare. That sucks.
No.
You should get that fixed before our stream on the 15th. So you
I
can
know.
enjoy the trees you picked.
I might in the first half of the sprint try to fix it.
Cool. Okay. Adding, removing. I've updated the sprint tickers to say of 6, unlike the first one. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. sound that was.
Very talk.
I fixed my forest room.
Yay!
So that's good. I'll be able to grow things the next sprint. And then I did like a sentence because drop out college for new to college humor, put out the actually trailer, and I had to go in a deep dive of why there's a new host. I love Iffy, who's the new host, but I wanted to know what happened to Trap. Doesn't matter. I did okay.
You're saying words, half of them don't make sense to me because I think you're referencing something I don't know, but cool.
Yes. I had a hyperfixation spiral for like 10 minutes.
Great. Okay. That I understand.
I did more cleaning stuff, and then I didn't actually do like words, but I did make a list of the things that I got done so that mentally I can be like, hey, even if you don't do anything else today, you did these 7 things and you're still like on the right path. So don't even worry about it. Yeah, so that was very productive, and I think I'm actually for real this time ready to do words.
Woo! I just read more, and I got distracted by social media for like a minute, and then I went back to reading because I'm a woman on a mission.
I am still on hold with Services Canada. I think I have 15 minutes left on hold. I don't know.
Wait, they give you like a time for how much longer you'll be on hold?
They said 20 minutes a while ago.
Like as an actual promise, or like you should
Never.
expect? Yeah.
Never. It's
No.
all just words. They're
I
the
don't-
government.
I don't trust any system where I like leave my number. I did that the other day because someone was mailing me a set of books. A friend of mine is mailing me a set of books because I can't get them at my library. And so I was tracking them, and it's like, these are borrowed books. So I'm also very attentive, like, where are they? And they said they were going to deliver them at 7 p.m. and they're not there. So I go and I check my tracking link, and it's like, we will deliver these. Date's gone, time's gone, nothing. So I look at the thing and it's like, this is all the information we have for you. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to do better than that. And then I called them and they're like, well, our agents have as much information as you have. Again, that's not good because I have 0 information. So I called them and they're like, yeah, we can hold your place in line. So I do that. They'll call me back. They call me back. I answer. Your wait time is 15 minutes. What?
What's the point?
Ow.
What just happened? And yes, that was UPS. So I am going to name names.
UPS was the
UPS.
bane of my existence earlier this week because Kay, who's in chat, lives in Canada, as does Jesse Elliott. And the printer of their books, and most of Inimitable's books so far, is in the US, which means we deal with customs when they get their author copies. And Kay's went through without a problem. Kay got a bill to pay for the customs. She forwarded it to me. I paid. We're good. I get a note from the printer maybe like a week, 2 weeks after they've been sent, and is like, hey, we need a phone number for Jesse. It's not customs is requesting a phone number. I'm like, okay, a little bit weird that this didn't happen for Kay, but here it is. Earlier this week, Jesse messages me and is like, I just got this voicemail. Is this legit or like a scam? And I'm like, oh, that's legit. And in it, they're like, your package will be sent back to the is going to be sent back to the US, like if you don't respond immediately. She's freaking out. I'm freaking out. And then I'm like, wait, is this the first time they contacted you? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, because they've had your phone number for like 2 weeks. Like we're almost a month out from when the printer initially sent the books. And then I pay it. And then the thing on the website with the tracking still said, you still need to pay it. So then she had to call them or chat with them, whatever. And they were finally like, no, you're going to get them tomorrow. And she got them. But that was such a headache.
Yeah,
Gosh.
they've broken my trust for sure.
Yeah.
I've had the most horrible job as like somebody like customer service, like work from home for like a cosmetics company. And people would like email us and be like, my package, it says it's arrived, but I don't have it. And I'm like, that
Yeah.
sucks. And then I would call
I mean, there's
USPS.
only so much you can do. I mean, like as the customer service rep, like if you're allowed to, you can be like, we can send you a replacement or a refund, but it's not like you can locate the lost package. That's on the mailing.
No. We had like something we could choose from for like common answers, and I would be like, did you look around? Did you ask your neighbors every time? And I had a manager that never resended things. So it was always like, guess you have to call USPS. And then they would email me back saying they don't know anything. And I'm like, well, I really don't know anything.
Yeah. I had some merch that I ordered from a creator I follow, and I watch it hit the border. And then so it goes from North Carolina to New York. And then I watch it go back to North Carolina. And I'm in Canada going like, I showed like, this is all my information. And USPS basically, customer service basically emailed me back, was like, well, since it wasn't a certain shipping rating, you can't file a claim. So your package is gone. I suggest you contact the vendor. The vendor is a print-on-demand merch site that the creator I follow uses. There is no contact information for them because it's just through the creator's website. So,
yeah, like thanks for nothing, I guess.
I'm even going to talk about this missing book that I pre-ordered that is being eaten by the void right now.
Oh no.
Indigo's customer service was like, you'll find out in 3 to 5 business days as to what's going on, even though they've been delayed for a week. And I ordered this like 3 weeks ago for pre-orders. I'm like,
I did like with the airline, this lady had put an air tag in her daughter's bag for her sports equipment, and the airline lost it. And she was like telling them, no, I have it here. Like, I can tell you exactly where it is so you can go get it. And they were like, oh, it'll get there eventually. Like, we'll find it. And she's like, no, like, here's where it is. And they were like, no, it's supposed to be over here. And she's like, but I have.
I know where it's supposed to be. It's obviously not because I get, that's.
It's finally, she took like points that she had saved up and flew to like the other city, went to baggage claim and picked it up from where she could see it on the map. And then was like, here's what happened. And the airline refunded her miles and everything. But it was like, can you imagine if she didn't have an air tag in there?
Yeah.
That's
it's like,
awful.
She shouldn't have had to do that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The fact that it was also still there in that city, like once she flew, I would have been like, what if it moves again?
Right. Oh, I would have been so mad.
Like while you're on the plane, like you don't have a guarantee that it's going to stay where it is. This is also insane, Kay. It went to Australia.
That is
not only is that the wrong country, that's the wrong hemisphere.
They tried.
I mean, eventually she got 2 because the one that took a detour got to her and she had ordered a replacement. So I mean, cool, but like weird. Very weird. Forest Room code is up. If people want to enter it, I would do it now. But then I cut someone off. Or I thought I cut someone off.
I muttered brain go boom because all of our stories make my head hurt and my soul break. And I said,
oh, okay. I was like, are we starting another conversation? Because I think another sprint would be better, but I didn't want to like.
Well, I know that Portia's laptop is being an Appalachian cryptid right now.
Yeah.
So, Portia, I don't know if you're able to tell us what you did that sprint, but if you are, please do.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay. It's just not liking video and audio at the same time for some reason right now, but I'm glad you can hear me. I was able to start taking down my notes. This class is really awesome. So I'm excited. I'm tickled. I will eventually have to write things, but I'm enjoying just kind of taking notes and relaxing.
I love that for you. And I'm sure, Portia, we're going to hear all about this in the 3-house astrology thread because you've honestly been the backbone of that thread. And because I was like all excited about it. I was like, oh yeah, this is so cool. And then like my squirrel brain, I'm like, ooh, something shiny over here that now has my attention. And because that's not in my sight anymore, this is in my sight. I forget about this. But Portia over here just keeping that channel alive with all of the things. And I'm like, oh yes. That sprint, I got one card done with its meaning, but it was like 3 pages of meaning. And I see that Kay was like working on a Beauty and the Beast retelling because being obsessed with retellings right now. And Kay, I envy you that you can work on shiny new idea projects because I have a project I want to return to, but I keep telling myself, Kelly, get this freaking work done, then you can go do the thing that you want to do. So
Okay, I love retellings. Did you finish your Josephine the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat Dark Academia one? At least the draft, or did you jump? I'm just curious. This is not like a condemnation of people who like jump from an unfinished draft to like start a new one. Like I want to read both. I'm just curious.
That wasn't a condemnation because I've definitely heard when Sarah's like, Chandra, stop it. Finish the thing.
Well, because she'll be like, oh, I'm so close to finishing the thing and it needs to be done and I should do it first, but I really want to do the other thing. I'm like, you just named 3 reasons why you should do the other thing first or do the first thing first.
Yeah, see, where I'm at with that is I have to finish this other stuff because the thing that I want to do is a reward. So that's the new system I'm in, but I feel that.
I think it's a good system. I do that as well, Kelly, and it works well for me, but
I do have a big project hanging over my head, which is I need to redo my office. So I should be getting a lot of other stuff done because I don't want to redo my office.
Well, why do you have to redo it if you don't want to redo it? What's going on?
Because I'm not enjoying working in this space anymore.
Oh, okay. I see.
When you say like redo it, do you mean like totally, or can you like just move the desk for more feng shui and like maybe add something to the wall and like call it a day?
That's the thing that I need to do. But in order to do that, I have to move a lot of electronics and do like cable management.
You know what? Make Dobby be in charge of cable management.
He would just
if that app, yeah, wouldn't he eat them? Your cat eats the cords anyway. I was like, Kelly, you should know better to recommend this.
I'm just thinking, like, just make Dobby in charge of the interior decoration for your office. I think that would just be fun. It's out of your hands into his paws. He definitely will give it orange cat vibes all around, and maybe you'll be able to write with orange cat vibes everywhere.
You'll end up walking into the set of Garfield.
That's valid. If he can move the furniture.
Like he's living there rent free, make him work.
Yeah.
He really is though.
Yeah, I get why that's like a big deal because my mom was like, your cords look so crazy at your apartment. You need to fix that. And I was like, I'm the only one who's looking at it. It's literally wedged between my desk and the couch. And if there's a guest coming, they don't come all the way over here to look at the cords. They stay like at the couch or they're looking at my bookshelf and not facing the cords. I don't need to fix it. And she was like, I'm just buying you something and you can dump it all in there. Like, but I can't stand seeing it. And I was like, fine. So now it's like mostly in a box. And then I have one thing that extends outside of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like a hub.
I was visiting with some family friends yesterday, taking a personal day for myself. And I was trying to explain like my setup in my office. And I'm like, so basically my little laptop that I was so proud of because it was a big girl laptop. It was a MacBook, got bit by one of my cats. And now the screen's just a void into the abyss. And now I have to have that hooked up to this other little tiny rectangle that has all these cords in it that is also hooked up to a display monitor. And now it's like, instead of looking here and then having my camera over here, it's like, okay, now I have a camera here looking at me. Now I have to plug that into this little rectangle too. And it's just a lot of cords. And one of my family friends, he's like big into like computers and stuff. And he was just like, oh, Like I could tell that me explaining everything was painful.
You're like,
I
I'm
mean-
sorry.
I work in IT, so it's very much a do as I say, not as I do kind of vibe for me. Like, do not look under my desk.
I do love that. Yes, cable management. Choose everything, no longer in your way.
I had to manage it because, like, right on the other side of this desk right here is a door, and it's like how to enter this room, and I just kept like tripping over it. It became a hazard.
That's going to be the story of my memoir, tripping over everything.
By Veronica King.
Yeah.
It might be under a different pen name. That Veronica King, we're gonna keep it to fantasy and not dilute the brand.
That's fair.
Ooh, okay, sorry. I'm reading Portia, what Portia said in the private chat. So, oh, I hit the wrong thing. Portia, do you want me to read this for you or do you want to share? Okay. Edward is into computers and he shudders at my cable management. I'm like, touch nothing. It works for me.
Yeah.
That is valid.
That's how I am with the stuff on my desk, but the cords were like enough out of the way where I was like, fine, whatever. I'll throw them in this box that you bought me. Cable management chews through everything and it's no longer in your way, would be if Dobby or Nymph took over. And then Kay was saying, I'm not under deadline right now, which is true, until book 2 edits, which it's in my inbox. We have until the last, we have maybe one more proofreading round to go on Chandra's book if Chandra wants to, or Natalie wants to. But we spent a lot of time on it and I'm pretty sure we're all good and no longer have any duplicates of words. And the prompts themselves, I was very careful to edit. So I think we're all good on that. Who knows, that might pop up. In the meantime, until the last page and then Lenormand deck and then Sam and Kelly sequels, which come out before Kay's book. Then also before Kay's book is also Malin's sequel. So Kay, I would not be staring at your inbox for something from me on book 2 for a while. I will like message you where I'm like, book 2 edits are starting finally.
Did you get the link that the Google Doc that I sent you?
I did. I was expecting an outline. I think you sent the full-on manuscript, which I don't know that.
Yeah, I had the manuscript done, so that's why I was like, "Oh, I'll just send you the draft." Because whenever I was reading that, I'm like, I actually have it done. So
I could send it to people if we'll see. I don't know. I might still ask you to like summarize each chapter with.
I'll
like,
just
a
do a
paragraph.
synopsis. Do you just want me to do a
Yeah,
synopsis?
yeah.
Okay.
Just because I don't know how much free time these people want to commit to reading
Well,
the third
listen,
book in a series. I
they
think they
told
should.
They were like, "Oh, give us whatever. We'll just give them the third book."
Yeah, completely unedited by me, which makes me want to break out in hives.
I mean, it'd be that way. Are we gonna sprint?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
We
Let's do
just
it.
kept going because people were talking about cable management. And I'm like, after I shot down the idea of it being a cat handling it, I was like ready to go. But then it just kept going. And I was like, okay, we'll wait until the end. So, sprint 3. Yes?
Yes.
No, 4. Oh, let's count. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're on the third sprint. And add this. And in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. And I'm going to move this to the correct time. I realized I skipped a tree, even though the sprint number was correct. So, Crystal, we will do your scarecrow next. How did everyone do?
I'm doing well. I am almost done outlining.
Whoa!
Nice.
Sorry, Portia, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just making sure that I could still be here. I'm sorry. Please go ahead. It's not my turn yet.
No, you're good.
I completely got distracted there for like 3 seconds. But I did good. I wrote a few words, but now I was just kind of ambling around the house for the last bit of the sprint because there's a problem that I need to solve. And I'm not going to try to force it or chase the answer. I'm just going to poke around until it comes to me.
I read more and getting to the heat of the hideous drama and like Mars is really good at writing characters because this one's triggered my upchuck reflex, and I can't wait to be finished this just so I don't have to read his name ever again.
Nice.
I love this book so much. I hate Professor Creepy.
Is that a nickname you assigned?
Even when I was betaing for them, I'm like, oh look, it's Mr. Creepy. I bet he's not going to do anything creepy. Oh, there he goes doing something creepy.
Nice. I finished with Services Canada. I am now able to do unemployment, and I revised a section of a chapter, and I'm updating the beta docs.
Cool.
Yay! I think I can do no. Still no. It's okay. I got some reading done for the class, and I spiraled a little bit into some supporting research stuff because I'm just kind of nerding out on West African stuff and the connection to the Caribbean and all that kind of stuff. So it's exciting.
Are you on mute, Kelly?
I was. I was like, oh yeah, Portia, that does sound exciting. And then I was like going off on what I did. I didn't do much. I kind of started another card meeting, and then I was also listening to an audiobook, but then I had to go refill my hydration thing. So I got more tea, but it doesn't have caffeine and no sugar in it. And then I also, while I was in the kitchen, I was chit-chatting with Logan, and then I was like hungry, and I was tired of pecking on stuff. So I reheated up like a deer steak and got my steak sauce. So I'm probably going to eat the next sprint.
Awesome. I did some editing and formatting. I switched to Lenormand because it was a really quick thing. And then next sprint, I will be going back to until the last page. I think doing like a chapter and then a card and then a chapter is helping me not like I've been staring at this too long and I'm now missing errors.
Okay. I open up the mock-up doc and I'm just like, oh man, it's been 84 years. That's how long this doc's been open. I need to do something else creative, but
okay, Rose.
You know, like I feel it though. So that's great. You got a system figured out.
Yeah.
I don't have this room.
Did I make it 4? KXD. No, okay, well, people are in it, so I didn't make a typo on screen. 4 Kilo X-ray Delta, 9 Sierra 6 Sierra Golf. K is fine with the book 2 edits being on hold for a while because she will get to enjoy debut season. Yes. Heirs of Bone and Sea comes out in March, and rather than spill water all over all the copies of Inimitable titles I have. I'm going to close it and then show off this beauty.
So pretty.
And then underneath we have foil. First Inimitable title to have silver foil. The Devil's Waltz, which comes out this month, has gold foil. But those are the first two titles to have foil. And then we have an awesome map, which I'm partially covering with the flap for no reason. And then that map is also in the back. So
Very nice.
So when you say for no reason, do you mean for no reason, but then
and
also
then it's genuinely no reason. Like this is not a secret. The second half, like people will see it when they. Yeah.
just checking?
Yeah, no. I did bug Kay about the map though. I was like, I'd like to use the same map in your sequel as well. So if they go other places, you should add that to the map.
Yeah.
Unless you like wanted it covered the way that Veronica wanted it, where each book reveals more of the map and otherwise it's covered by clouds, which was a very cool idea.
Fun.
Yeah.
Just video games stuff. I was like, oh yeah, because that's how maps work in video games. So that makes sense for this.
It was very cool. Yeah. Let's start another sprint. I want to keep this momentum going. Let me remember to start it at like 18 and a few seconds or something, rather than having to click through it in the middle. Add sprint 4 of 6. We are moving through this.
Whoa.
We're doing well. Hide the code. And in 3, 2, 1, happy productivity. How'd we do?
I feel like that one like zoomed by. I feel like it was
Yeah.
over and I was like in the middle of like another idea, but I'm good. I'm gonna probably finish this outline next sprint.
Yay!
Oh.
That went pretty good. I started out trying to figure out a specific ritual that I need to design and ended up with figuring out the calendar system instead. So I'm not mad about that. I'm at 13 months with 28 days each.
Interesting.
That'll be fun. So still have to figure out the ritual, but at least I have a framework to go off of.
Sounds interesting.
Did you finish, Crystal?
Is that a yes?
Yay!
I don't know. I'm afraid if I cry, if I open my mouth, I'm gonna start crying.
Oh,
This was so much fun. I don't. Some of you may know I don't read very often. When I find something I enjoy, I devour it and I don't stop and I get really into it. And yeah, I gotta find a space for it now. I realize I don't have one, but yeah, it's done.
Yay! Awesome. I kept working on my story. I revised more of chapter. Where am I? I revised more of chapter 5 and kept writing chapter 6. So, yes.
I took a short screen break and got some water and walked around because I am really bad at doing the self-care things once I start doing something. So I'm kind of proud of myself that I actually stretched my legs and watered myself so I wouldn't be a dehydrated houseplant of a human.
Yay!
That should be a shirt. Drink water so you don't become a dehydrated houseplant of a human.
I love that so much.
That is great. I did another card meeting, ate my deer steak, and listened to more of the audiobook. And then I was going to do something else just because I feel like after sitting here writing stuff that isn't like fiction words, it's really hard for me. So I'm like, do I want to do something creative on the next sprint just to like get motivated? So I'm playing with that idea. So
I edited more. I edited another scene. I didn't get through a whole chapter. Some of the chapters are much longer than others. And last night I was editing some of the shorter ones and then like 2 really long ones. And I thought like, if I keep doing this, I'm never going to want to go back to like the earlier ones and they all need to be edited. So yeah.
fun.
It's good to know yourself.
It is.
Yeah. I just wish myself was a little different.
No, don't wish that.
Well, I don't want to become like a stranger to myself, but I could use some upgrades or like, debugging.
Good.
Okay. Let me set up the next room for our second to last sprint. What was the tree? Sunflower. There we go.
I would just really like to get this ritual outlined because I think it's going to help 2 different aspects of the story come together. So in these last 2 sprints, that's like my main goal.
See, that sounds like such a nice goal to have. And I love that for you.
I believe in you.
And imagine how good it'll feel when they just all connect.
Yes. That's my goal. And there's definitely been scope creep on this project. So I'm just kind of like, I'm going to take my time with it though, because I know what it's like when I don't, and then my timeline becomes goo.
Mm-hmm.
and how
Yeah.
hard it is to fix that.
This is what I love about you, Chandra, is like hearing about your processes, because we used to meet like once a week, and then you decided that you had a life, and we stopped doing that, and I stopped hearing about your process. But like Chandra has this thing.
I stopped caring about your process, or I stopped hearing about your process.
Hearing.
Okay, I was like, oh, fighting words, Kelly.
No,
I heard that too.
no. No, listen. Okay.
Beat during a productivity sprint.
Listen,
Stayed for the words, stayed for the tea.
listen, full disclosure, I found out Chandra was on today's stream. My plans fell through, and instead of just having my plans fall through and being like, okay, cool, I'll just call it a day, I'm like, Chandra, if this is the only time I get to see you, I will crash that stream. So Chandra has a lovely process, and every time I hear about Chandra's process, or when I was hearing about it more frequently, it just always made me feel like in awe of like, wow, this woman is doing all of the things. And I just really admire the work she puts into her worlds. And then I like sit back and look at my stuff, and I'm like, how do I gather all of these to make it like nice and presentable? Because I feel like,
well, before you insult yourself further, Kirk has praised you for your world building, so I'm gonna stop you right there.
I was just gonna say, I do it this way because I don't know how to do it the way that you do it. But if you want to shed,
but like, I feel like there's you have a method. I don't have that.
Well, there's a method to your madness. Think about it that way.
Mhm.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that I just need to get backstage with Chandra again weekly, and then we can decode my method, and then we'll share it.
I don't think you need to decode it unless Chandra really wants to learn it. Otherwise, I would just be like, just run with both your methods because it works. They work. And then go with it. My method is madness. That is the method. And Regina says that it turns out okay. So I'm good with that.
Yeah, the important part is it gets done. It might be a bumpy road, but it gets done.
That is true.
We're all a little mad over here. It's fine.
Forget a little. We're all mad here, period. In the wise words of the Mad Hatter.
Tea Party teacup.
That's what I was going for.
That's why I said, I took out the a little to just do the full on quote. Forget the reference. We're like just doing it.
I gotta put this out there because Portia said it and typed it but didn't say it.
Yeah, so, I see it.
Portia also feels like an Appalachian writer's process video coming on. We could do.
Right. I was going to say, let's not go too deep into your methods because then we'll be here forever. So maybe go backstage, schedule something for the rest of us to enjoy publicly, but not right now.
Yes. Oh, I got to enter the code.
Oh, well, I just hit it. My bad.
No, you're fine.
November 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
Z, Juliet, Victor, Sierra Golf. Portia type Chandra is also one of my favorite humans. So when I saw I got to be on with her and Laura and all my faves, I was like, sweet. Interestingly enough, Chandra actually hadn't originally signed up for today. And then she messaged me last night. She's like, if it's still available, I'm like, yeah. Or my Mr. I thought, because I knew you signed up for the 18th as well. Or did you sign up for the 6th and then I put you back? I don't even remember. Who knows? You're here. That's what matters.
I'm headed back to California on Saturday.
You're on mute, Chandra.
I have no idea what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the month.
Did you say California time, like as in time zone?
I'm moving back to California for a little bit. While I job hunt, I'll be helping with the nieces and nephew.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I have no idea what my schedule is going to be like for the rest of the month.
Yeah,
I had a lot of people. Oops, sorry. You go.
I don't remember if I was originally signed up for this one, but I did see it and I was like, ooh, these people look fun.
These people are fun.
It's been a minute, so.
Yeah.
I always just try to pick the days that are like before a deadline. I have a deadline the 16th, so I went for today and the 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're on the 15th, Auburn. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to-
See me again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and keep us in check that day. We shall see. We shall see.
I will make no promises.
I know. I'm not able to make a promise, and I know better than to expect a promise from either of you. I'm looking at the signups. You did not sign up for this, Chandra, until last night, but I'm happy to have you. Let's start the next sprint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What am I gonna do?
Oh, sorry. Quick comment from Kay.
Sprint now.
Kay said, when I was signing up for sprints, I completely forgot I was off today. LMAO, but I'm glad to be here in chat. I'm happy to have you in chat. I don't think I'd be able to squeeze a 7th sprint in. So I will be happy to have you on camera for the stream that you signed up for, which I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but that's okay. That's not the most pressing detail I need to have on hand right now. Remove this ticker for 5th sprint. And did I hide the code? Yes. Okay. Let me find the 18. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone.
Zero.
I feel like that went really fast.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, it really did.
I do like short sprints. I feel like if I'm on like a good day, it feels like an accomplishment because I'm like, wow, I'm just speeding through these sprints. Well, yeah, because they're shorter.
Don't tell our brains.
No,
We need a feel good so that we keep doing stuff.
true. But I have good news. I have finished my outline for the third book of this series.
Yay!
Yay!
Out as a reward. Because as I finish the book, I like mark it out as I go. Little reward.
I am halfway through the ritual thingamajig. Also, kind of is bleeding into the system of government. So,
Fun.
really, yeah, it's actually been very helpful because I think this is going to answer a lot of the questions that I need to like make progress in other areas. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Crystal.
Right. Hi, me. I'm starting to feel the second crash. I mostly scrolled because I'm like finishing Revelry was my mission, and I'm having a case of the okay, now what? And I don't have the mental fortitude to write my own stuff because the crash is crashing.
May I suggest a nap?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that.
I might do that, but I do have to cook supper in like a half an hour-ish. So
You can nap before then. That's half an hour to be napping. You don't have to be here for the final sprint if your body needs rest.
That's a perfect napping amount of time because it's not long enough for you to get into like a super deep sleep.
Yeah. Scientifically, naps are supposed to be 20 to 30 minutes max.
See, I feel like if I try, I will be gone until 2 p.m. tomorrow.
My naps are 2-3 hours, sometimes 5.
Yep,
Dinner sandwiches.
I'm the long napper too.
I love that for you guys because whenever I take naps, like it's literally just me sleeping through the night and being woken up. Like my normal night's sleep is 2 to 5 hours, depending on how the kids are.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'll put on like ASMR or a guided meditation or something like that for a nap. For some reason, though, when I tell my brain you have 30 minutes to like nap, this is your lunch break, and go, I can fall asleep so much easier than if I'm like, time to go to bed. You have the next 8 to 10 hours to get some sleep, and then my brain's like, la 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 la, we have all the time in the world.
See, it's like one of those things where I'm just like, if I didn't have them, like I have always had issues sleeping and staying asleep. So then finally, when I get put on medication to actually sleep, you know, my monsters are like, aha, we're going to wake up and then be awake at 2 a.m. Like we're ready to go.
I'll be
I'm a good napper. Like 25 minutes, I can do it. And I have to because I wake up at 3 a.m. because I work at a bakery. And I come home and nap. And then I just rot for like an hour.
I do the after naps as well sometimes, and I'm like, I can't keep doing this. I can't continue to have the hour of like lazing. I'm like, the purpose of the nap was to give me energy to do stuff. So
no. Once supper's handled and it's time to like, I'm probably going to bed early tonight. Like, I'll get. I still have half my can of Mountain Dew left, so like, this is only the second crash. The third will have to happen after supper.
3 times a day.
Yeah. The third crash will be crashing into bed.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's fine. I only ever do this like every couple of months. Like it's fine.
You're an adult. You know yourself. If you're good, you're good.
Yeah, he's fine.
I mean, sometimes it helps to have a friend be like, "Are you actually good, or are you just like used to like unhealthy patterns?" And then, you can evaluate and then decide because you are an adult.
I feel like my friends all know me so well. They're like, definitely eat something, whatever you do.
Oh, right. I forgot to eat. I said I was going to eat during the earlier sprint. Didn't.
Yep.
I'll do
that
that
was
after
really
the
good
stream
joke.
ends. Kelly's ready to murder me.
That's fine. I'll do it after the stream ends. It'll be off screen.
No witnesses.
No.
No, I
You know-
definitely had a friend text me last night and say, I require confirmation that you actually ate dinner.
Yep.
What a good friend.
I have a friend who will periodically message me a couple times a week. Have you drank water? Have you eaten? How was your sleep this week? Like, she'll go through a list. And I'm like, okay, yeah, hi. I
feel
go
like
through
Kelly and
periodic statements of healthy and unhealthy. It's fine.
I feel like Kelly and I message each other almost every day, but we don't always bring up that stuff. And I'm not about to out myself normally. So it's like,
Do we need to start?
no. I don't. Okay. If you would like to, we can. I don't want to add more mom, basically, responsibilities to your plate.
You say
Where
This is. It's okay. I agree, though. Portia, sleep is indeed God.
yeah.
Whenever I get there, it's great.
I tell all my in Signal, me and the rest of the crew have a chat, and my excuse is always, I sleep more than Grayson, so don't ask me how often I'm sleeping.
How do I get added to this chat so I can get on both of you about your lack of sleep?
I'm like, I have slept more than Grayson, so don't ask me. But one
That
of my
bar is in the mantle of the earth. Like, that is an easy bar to clear.
Oh, I feel obligated now to be like, Grayson, come defend yourself.
I mean, wait. So I'm curious. Like, I'm a 4 to 5 hour sleep girly, and I function with all of the power of 1,000 suns. When I get that any higher, and I'm toast. We're done. So how low is this bar?
No, Grayson will pull all-nighters for multiple days in a row, like 5 days in a row, I think was the last time he admitted to me.
Yeah. So for me, I'm like one of the people that I either don't sleep enough or I sleep too much. For me, it's either like 4 hours or 12. There's like no in between with me.
I hit where I was like 2 to 4 hours every night, and my doctor was like, fix it or I will. And I was like, oh.
I feel this in my
Oh,
soul.
like that.
Portia.
It's a good time.
It's fixed now.
The bare minimum of sleep needed to live, not thrive, is 4 hours per 24-hour period.
That's not bad. I can do that.
Crystal, we're good.
Yeah, we're
Survival mode.
Yeah.
7 to 9 is where you actually get the benefit of what sleep is supposed to do for your body.
Oh, well.
Otherwise, it's just like temporary. Otherwise it's just a non-concerning form of unconsciousness.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now that's the title of my memoir.
Right? Like, I've had 8-9 hour nights, but I wake up feeling like the most awful sewer rat zombie that has ever walked the earth.
I will say that a lot of these studies don't take into account like spicy brains, and spicy brains can sometimes do better with less sleep. And it's like, if you hit 7 or 8, that can be too much, and it might be like 6 is your cap. And like, everyone should be getting at least 4 hours is the bottom line.
Yeah,
and once you like surpass 9 hours, then it's a little bit like, you might be sleeping too, like you might be overtired, and that means you might have something else you need to look at in your health.
I may be cherry picking this, but I seem to recall something that said like if you there are different sleep patterns, so there should be some people who prefer to sleep early in the evening and some people who prefer to sleep until like late at night to early in the morning. But then there's another group of people who like to sleep in like shorter chunks of time. And part of that was like through the evolutionary process of, hey, we need somebody to be awake at all times to like tend the fire and make sure that no one's trying to eat the village. So how do we manage sleep so that the maximum number?
That's why I think it's about like amount of sleep within a 24-hour period. Because it turns out that people with ADHD naturally tend to go to sleep at like 3 a.m. And so if I like forgot my medicine or ran out or something, which is normally because I forgot to tell my psychiatrist to refill the prescription, because it's like my one prescription that can't autofill, and it's the one I needed to autofill because otherwise I forget about it. Then I'll be like, oh my God, I'm up so late. And then I look at the time, it's like 3 a.m. And I'm like, you know what? This tracks. Do I want it to be like this? No, but like at least there's a understanding for why.
Yeah.
I wish I had a stable sleeping schedule or like some form of like normal sleeping schedule for me at any point in my life. But unfortunately, it has just never been. And I don't know if it's the spicy or if it's the trauma or a little bit of both.
Or unfortunately,
yeah, but at least now I'm medicated, so I can at least get 5 hours of sleep and be fine.
Yeah. So get the sleep you need to continue living, and try and get the sleep you need to thrive. But it might look different for people, the thriving part. But I like you all and would like you all to like stay alive.
Thank you.
Solid plan. I mean,
More of that.
I hear that dying is bad for your health.
I mean, we all go through periods of dead inside.
I don't know. I hear that some people don't, but it sounds fake.
I know, right?
Auburn, I'm going to let you do your outro so that you can leave during the sprint.
I watch my nephew and make him dinner, and he just came into the house, so I gotta go take over for him. It was nice sprinting with everybody. My name's Auburn Morrow. I'm a Wattpad Books author, and my debut novel, a sapphic rom-com, comes out winter 2025.
Yay!
And you can see my face again the 15th.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, Auburn.
I actually am going to need to outro as well. I'm going to an appointment with my mom this evening, and she's on her way here as we speak. But I wanted to thank you so much, Zara, and everybody for putting up with my technical difficulties. And I will be back on the 8th at my regular computer so you can see and hear me.
Your beautiful, beautiful face.
We were happy to have you here in any capacity.
Yes.
So I will see you all on Thursday, and thanks again. Have a great last sprint.
Thanks.
Bye. I don't think I got to say what I did.
You didn't. We didn't finish that. So you go.
Sorry, I was just like, man, are we really going to get in? I want to talk about what I did.
It's fine. It's fine. We might go a little bit over the 3-hour mark, but as long as no one on screen objects.
Cool.
Well, I did some more art because I needed to do something creative that sprint. So I did some logo art. I'm very happy with it and made my brain do that. Like it was like a happy scratch for my brain itch. And I feel good about it. I think it turned out really cute.
Text me.
What colors?
Yellow, but like different shades of gold, black, and like that's the main thing. And then there's like a little pencil on there as well.
Ooh.
But this is like a secret thing, you know?
Secret even from me?
Eyebrow waggles.
Yeah, eyebrow waggles. There, I think I told you about this.
Right, but I haven't seen the logo.
Well, no, because I just did it, silly.
Right, but I'm saying I don't want you to keep the logo a secret from me. I know you just did it.
Oh,
but,
well,
like,
I'll show you guys backstage.
great,
Like publicly, it's going to be a secret.
fine, acceptable. But I'm like, no, you made art. I want to see.
We stand public secrets.
Yeah,
What do you know?
technically, this is the second logo I made today.
Nice.
Second,
Yeah, I had fun this morning.
did you do
I
like
needed
another
it.
draft or just a full-on other logo for something else?
Just a full-on different logo. I was inspired. We can talk about it backstage.
Cool. Looking
Okay.
forward to it. I did nothing Inimitable Books related that sprint. I owed my mom a task that she wanted done way earlier in the day so she could then pick up the tech I was fixing for her, and that did not happen. Luckily, I'm seeing her first thing tomorrow, so I'm like, I'll give it to you then. But I did that before I like got into another hyper focus editing mode or something and completely forgot. And it's mostly done, but I realized the piece of tech is fine, but like I'm at one of the parts of it was adding a protective screen onto it. And some protective screens will come with like a thing that kind of lets you like push out the bubbles. And this one didn't. It was like a new company that I'd never bought from Amazon before. I'm like, I know I have it from the other one and I can't find that piece. So I will look for that after the stream. Okay, let me do the final one. We were doing so well until we started, really, really chatting, and then it's like,
I mean,
3 hours.
We could just end it here. It's fine.
We could, and then I could just work after.
Yeah.
Let's do that. You know what? We did end up doing 5 sprints. Woo! Okay. Everyone who's still on screen, get ready to do your outro. Chandra.
Oh, me. That's me. Hi, everyone. My name's Chandra Arthur. I am half of Flash Fiction Live, and with Natalie Locke, have a book coming out this summer, 1,000 Words to Get Started. I typically write science fiction, historical fiction, and fantasy, and most often of late, it has been flash fiction. So don't forget to pre-order now.
Yes. Pre-order. Do it.
Do the thing. I'm Crystal. My channel is Crystal's Cluster, where I make a cluster of content ranging from writing and gaming and whatever else I decide to throw in the middle at any given day. I am currently working on book 2 of my series with vampires and chaos, and it's a time, but we're doing it. We're on chapter 2 so far. It's fine.
Woo. Laura is the backbone of AuthorTube and has a short story collection of horror out, Tiny Shivers. It is really great from what I hear. Horror's not my jam, but I heard it's great, so I'll probably
I've
have
misplaced my copy is somewhere in my home. I need to reorganize all my titles, but it's cool and it has creepy illustrations, which normally is what says no, but I was very excited because Laura did the writing and then she had it. Yeah, I wanted to read Laura's writing, and I was like, you know what? That comes with scary art. I will deal.
Yeah, and the legend is back herself, so she can continue this.
Yeah,
outro.
she can outro herself. We tried.
We're outroing right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We said screw the final sprint.
Awesome. I'm Laura Nettles. I do write horror. Tiny Shivers is awesome. And I have some contemporary short romances out under a pen name. And I will be on Nia the Vixen the Fiction stream tonight at 7:30 Eastern on, I don't know if JC's streaming on Wednesday. I don't know. But then I will be on Tiffany TL Rough Lifestyle stream on Thursday. So
busy
I'll be
lady.
everywhere.
You are a busy lady.
And I am a woman of many names, but most of you will know me as Veronica King. Down the Well was my debut novel. It came out last year, so you can get this book before the sequel comes out later this year. And I also have Lenormand, which is Cartomancy deck coming out September of this year as well. And I do a lot of things over on my YouTube channel, from like monthly accountability to art streams on Sundays. And this Sunday we are doing a very special art stream where I'm kind of doing concept art for book 2's sticker pre-order incentives. So you can be there and be a part of the process. And who knows, you might be able to influence me to like use a certain color scheme and, you know, whatever. It's just a good time. It's a vibe. I also have a few other things up, but I'm not going to grab the links or anything. You can find it somewhere. JC is on Wednesday.
Heck
Woo!
yeah. 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. Yeah, I'm also doing like AuthorTube award show because I thought that needed to be done. So if you go over to my YouTube, Ink Study, I'm sure you can find
Linked in the
link.
description.
Yeah, links somewhere over there, and you can vote and you can nominate people. So do that. And that's
Yeah.
me.
I can't wait to watch that. I didn't intro myself because everyone in the chat were people who knew me. But if you are watching this on replay and you're like, wow, first of all, you got through a whole stream without knowing who the host is. That's something. And my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, who has published Veronica King and is publishing Chandra, among other authors. Our titles are available for purchase and or pre-order on the link above our heads. If you would like to just donate to a startup small publishing company, although we luckily are distributed by Simon & Schuster, please donate because, you know, more money means cooler things. And that cooler
Even more
stuff is
pre-order
probably good.
goodies.
Yeah, it's probably going to be more pre-order goodies. They're all great. So definitely remember to register your pre-orders because who doesn't like free stuff? So yeah, thank you everyone for being here. And Kay did a great job. Kay is also an inimitable author, and I'm glad to hear you got stuff done. Thank you. That's very kind. And with that, for real, I will say goodbye.